Hi, I'm Emily.
And I'm Christina.
And we'd like to show you the new Access Europe website and partnership database.
We will show you our new EU funding guide, how you can find the right EU fund for your project, and how to set up a profile for your organization in our new partnership database.
Welcome to the new Access Europe website. This is our homepage. At the top of the page, you'll find the website menu. Here, you can easily navigate to the About page, our EU funding guide, a page with all the open EU funds you can apply for, relevant news and events, and our partnership database. Below the menu and throughout the website, you'll find photos of actual Irish civil society organizations and their EU projects in action. You can click on the plus sign to read a bit about the organization and their project. For example, this photo here is of the Twilight Community Group in Kilkenny and their Erasmus Plus funded project, Connecting Cultures. You can also watch a short 1-minute video for a quick overview of Access Europe and the supports we provide. Scrolling down, you'll find a handy outline of Access Europe's 4 key services. Further down, you'll see clickable tiles that lead to all the open EU funds organized by theme, including education, training and youth, environmentalism, human rights, media and the arts, and sport. At the bottom of the page, you can follow us on Twitter, sign up for our free monthly newsletter, and access our YouTube channel where you'll find free recordings and all of our trainings and workshops on EU funding. Our comprehensive EU funding guide is comprised of several sections that aim to demystify EU funding. They include overviews of the EU funding programs that are most relevant to Irish civil society organizations, EU policy explainers to help you understand the aims and objectives behind these programs, and EU funding tips with step-by-step articles for getting started with EU funding. Let's start exploring the funding guide by taking a closer look at the EU funding programs section. To demonstrate how the EU funding programs section works, I'm going to walk you through a program using Horizon Europe as an example. On each program page, there is a brief program description, followed by easy-to-read, bullet-pointed lists with the program's aims and objectives and the types of projects and activities it will fund. There's also a list of the types of organizations within the civil society sector that are eligible to apply for the program's funds. So for example, academics, research and research centers, and non-governmental organizations. There's also a link to the relevant EU policy page in the funding guide to explain why the EU funds a specific program. Other information we've included is the program's budget for the next 7 years, examples of previous successfully funded projects from Ireland, and the program's national contact point in Ireland, so you can get expert advice for program-specific details. Now let's explore the EU policy section. This part of the funding guide outlines 10 policy areas that inform the development of the various EU funding programs. These range from digital transformation to the EU Green Deal to the social economy. I'm going to use the Research and Innovation page to demonstrate what you can expect in this section. Each policy page explains why the particular policy area is a priority to the EU, the goals the Commission has in relation to this area, and how civil society can get involved in progressing these goals through various initiatives. For each policy area, we've highlighted 2 or 3 of the most accessible initiatives for civil society organizations, including the relevant EU funding program, and in this case, it would be Horizon Europe. The EU policy section demonstrates how policy informs the creation and development of EU funding programs. These policies can then be referenced when you're designing and writing your own EU project proposal.
Here is where you find all open EU funds. Every month, we scan the hundreds of open EU funds and handpick those that are most suitable for Irish civil society organizations. These include funds and programs like Erasmus Plus, Creative Europe, LIFE, and Horizon Europe. As you can see, we do not cluster the open funds by EU program, but by theme. You'll find all themes over here in the left-hand menu. This means you can easily see which are the most closely related to your work. You can choose from themes like employment, health, and human rights. It really depends on the aims and objectives of your organization and your project. Let's say you are planning a project with young people on active citizenship and democracy. If you click on the theme Education, Training and Youth and click here on this little button, More Info, you can read about the main issues that this theme addresses and decide if your project idea fits. You'll also find information about which EU funding program are the most relevant to this theme. In this case, it would be the Erasmus Plus and the European Solidarity Corps. Below, you'll find all the current open funds connected to this theme. Let's say we find this call from Erasmus Plus on civil society cooperation in the field of youth very interesting. If you click on View Detail, you have all the key info at the top. The deadline, the total funding available, and links to the most important documents. We always recommend that you read the call overview and summary below to see at a glance if the objectives of this call match the objectives of your project. Browse through all open funds yourself and contact us directly if you are interested in a fund and would like to know more about it. Especially when it comes to funds where your organization would need a little bit more experience and support, like Horizon Europe. We are here to help. Remember, when you sign up to our newsletter, you'll receive every month all open funds directly to your inbox. Are you an Irish civil society organization interested in finding project partners from other EU countries to apply for EU-funded projects? Would you like to showcase your organization to potential EU partners? By creating a profile on our new partner database, you will have the opportunity to be contacted by organizations both in Ireland and across the EU that are looking for partners. Now we will show you step by step how to register and set up a profile for your organization. This is our partner database. Here you see all the profiles of Irish organizations that have already registered and set up their profile. Once you've registered, your organization will also appear in this space. There are two filters by which you can filter all profiles. You can filter by interests to search for activities the organization is interested in applying for, and you can filter by focus to search for topics the organization works on. Let's say we are looking for a partner that works with the development of education and training materials and has a focus on rural development. In our example, two profiles are coming up: Clough-Jordan Eco Village and Donegal County Council. Let's have a look at one profile. We are going to use the wheel as an example. The profile page shows all relevant information, including a short description and the topics your organization is interested in. If you have experience with EU projects, you can include all EU projects you have worked on here. Don't worry if you do not have experience. Access Europe can provide you with advice and support as you start your EU funding journey. Please describe your EU funding goals and what you would like to learn from your new European partnerships, as well as the strengths and skills you have to offer in an EU-funded project. You can upload pictures as well as a video to illustrate your work. Down here is where you provide your contact information, so people can easily reach out to you. How do you set up a profile for your own organization? Simply click on the button Create EU Profile. Here we provide more information to think about before setting up a profile. Read it carefully and click on the button Register Now. This is our registration form. Filling out this form only takes about 10 minutes. We do recommend, though, to come prepared, as it is not possible to save the form as you go along. To help you prepare, you will be able to download a PDF of all the questions in advance. First, we ask you if you are a registered civil society organization based in Ireland. Click Yes if you are an NGO, community-based organization or charity, an academic institution, public body, social enterprise, or trade union. Only civil society organizations who are a legal entity based in Ireland are eligible to fill out the form and register on the database. Organizations from other EU countries looking for Irish partners are invited to search our database to find a suitable Irish organization for their planned EU project idea via the URL www.irisheupartners.eu. We do ask first for basic information, like your organization's name, where you are based, your Twitter handle, and so forth. The second part is about your EU funding experience, and we do recommend to spend some time on this part. Consult your team, brainstorm ideas about what you want to achieve through EU funding and how you want to present your organization. The more clarity you provide, the easier it will be for potential partners to know if they should contact you. In the last part, you can upload your logo, project pictures, and a video. We will encourage you to pick high-quality, colorful images that best present your organization and what it does. Do fill out your profile now. This is your chance to showcase the great work you do, so allocate time to create a quality profile. It is a handy way not just to present your organization, but to outline what your EU funding goals are, your interests, and the strength you can bring to projects. It can therefore be the first step in creating an EU funding strategy for your organization. The Access Europe team will be working hard to promote this database via networks and national agencies throughout Europe to encourage more organizations to partner with Irish civil society. And you can also use it when reaching out to partners yourself to present who you are and what your EU funding goals are. If you need support in creating your profile, just reach out to us at europe@wheel.ie and we can help you through the process.